What's going on, guys? The Joe here from ShaolinProductionz, bringing you another video of some epic times, fun games, and some awesomeness. Now, I'm kinda gonna bring you, well, not kind of, I'm going to bring you a deck profile right now. I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Not too long ago, as you saw with the box opening of Saga of Blue Eyes White Dragon, but now I'm kind of expanding back on it. I'm actually really starting to like Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. I'm really liking the format right now because it's very open. E-Drags have finally at least been kicked right in the stomach, because they're all limited to one and everything. So it's actually a fun format right now. There's a lot of good decks. But right now I'm going to give you a deck profile of one of my favorite, if not my favorite deck of the format that I think is going to be the deck of the format right now, which I will show you in a little bit because it's in my sweet Attack on Titan deck box. Mikasa Ackerman, yo! Word! It's pretty sweet. Came with a little deck divider and everything with Mikasa on it. The back has a little design, which is the same thing on the deck divider. So it's actually pretty sweet. But here. So I'm going to bring you a deck profile of what I think is a pretty sweet deck right now. Noble Knights. I just finally built this. I'm still getting used to the build. Still working around some things. Show you my ideas that I got right here. I'm playing it a little different than most Noble Knight players. I built this because, honestly, I saw what it did, and I just fell in love. I dev pro once in a while, and it's amazing. So, I've got 3 Noble Knight Madrat. He's the engine. Really, he's so good. He's a normal monster, so he gets around Fiendish Chain until he's equipped, and then at that point, I get the special summon monster from deck once he's equipped. He's really, really, really good. We also have double Noble Knight Tristan. He's really good. When he's equipped, he gets a pop. He's okay. He's not that bad. He's a good special summon in the beginning if needed, which is pretty sweet. Also played double Gwennifer. She's really good. She's the new one out of Legacy of the Valiant. She equips either from hand or grave, and also either turns your light, or makes your light in almost invincible, and turns your dark monster into Catastor, which is really sweet. So she's really good. And then next after that, I play one Lady of the Lake. I base my deck more off of the Xyz, so I only play one of her. I have one of the Synchro, and she's really good in clutch situations, and you'll see why as the deck comes up. Now next, I play Triple Boars as well. He's a really good engine as well. If you go turn 1, you basically go Madrat, equip, grab Boars, destroy, re-equip, and it turns into a mess for your opponent. It's crazy. Noble Knight Boars is just really, really, really good. We also have Triple Gawain. Gawain is really good as well if you're in a sticky situation. For some reason, you can't get any of the equips out, or you just want to get extra monsters on the field. It's really, really good. Because when you have a normal light monster on the field, you can special summon him from hand. So you can go turn 1 Noble Knight Boars or Noble Knight Madrat. If you don't have an equip spell, you can go Gawain and still at least get a level 4 Xyz, which is really good.
Rank 4.
Rank 4. Thank you. We also have double Gwalchavad. Gwalchavad is really good. Again, when he is summoned, he is also a normal light monster, which is also really good with Gawain. I only play 2 of them. With 3 of them, it just gets really clunky. There's no real reason to have 3 of him. But when he's equipped, he destroys 1 Noble Arms equipped spell card that you have, and then you add 1 Noble Knight from your grave to hand. So if for some reason you need something like Noble Knight Madrat, it is really good. I also play 1 normal Noble Knight Artorigus. He actually is pretty sweet. Got this awesome cool poem on the bottom. Yeah, you can pause the video. I'm sure to read that. I'm not gonna really read that because it's just kind of long. But yeah, he's really good. With Lady of the Lake as well. And again, as the deck profile goes on, you're gonna see why, and it's actually coming up soon. Right here we got Noble Arms of Destiny. I play 3 Noble Arms of Destiny. People are like, hey, Joe, why don't you play 2 Noble Arms of Destiny since everything's searchable? Well, you know what? I like 3 Destiny because Destiny is a really good Noble Arms card. It is forcing your opponent to destroy your monster twice, no matter what, either by battle or by card effect, which is why I really like 3 Destiny, especially if you go turn 1 Madrat and you can equip him with Destiny. It is just insane. I also play double Caliburn. Double Caliburn is really good, since it's searchable by boars. Caliburn gives your monster 500 life, or I'm sorry, 500 attack, and every turn you gain 500 life, and its effect can only be used once per turn until you exceed. So if I go, or until it re-equips, because everything resets. So I can go normal summon, destroy, re-equip, equip Caliburn, gain 500, exceed, destroy the equips come back, gain another 500 with Caliburn. So you have a potential 1,000 to get in a turn, which is amazing. Excalibur, I play 2 of. Noble Arms Excalibur is another one of the really good Noble Arms. My favorite setup is Destiny, Excalibur, and Caliburn. Excalibur is the one that states when it is equipped to a Noble Knight monster, you cannot be, or that monster cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects, which is amazing. And when this card is in the graveyard, unfortunately it doesn't re-equip if it's destroyed, but when this card is in the graveyard, you can banish it and re-overlay. So you can go from, say, you know, the rank 4 Xyz to the rank 5 Noble Knight Xyz for the cost of banishing 1 card. And then on top of that too, when every Noble Knight Xyz comes in, you can equip up to 3 Noble Arms spell cards from grave, which is amazing. Next, we also have double Noble Arms Gallatin, which is really good, especially if you have cards that can pop it and re-equip it, because it gives your monster 1,000 attack, but when your standby phase comes, you lose 200 attack. And that just keeps decreasing and decreasing and decreasing until you can pop it and re-equip it. I play 1 Noble Arms Arfuditor. It's okay. It's only good really in those clutch situations if you really need to get rid of something. If, say, I need to get rid of, you know, a field spell, or there's just a tricky back row I want to get around, like Skill Drain or something like that. It helps me get around that. It's okay, but the cost of it is I have to minus myself 500 attack permanently. But if it's destroyed, it re-equips, everything resets, which is really good. Again, really good about Noble Arms. Now onto the basic spells. Here's why I was saying that it would be okay to run 1 Lady of the Lake and 1 normal monster, is because of this card right here, Foolish Burial. You can either dunk Lady of the Lake in, you can dunk Gwenhofar in, or you can dunk in the normal or the normal monster Artorias with Foolish Burial. It's really good. And then obviously in the extra deck you play 1 Lavalval Chain. Lavalval Chain can help dunk stuff in there too, or put stuff on the top of the deck. Just gets a really good engine rolling. I play triple MST as well, because there's not too much popping a back row until you go into the rank 4 Xyz. Then I also have 1 Rhoda. Rhoda is really good, obviously, because everything in the deck, except for cards like Gwenhofar and Lady of the Lake, are all warriors. So if you open up Rhoda, but you have no Madrot, this is just as good as having a Madrot. Unless you get Dark Bribed, and then you can cry. But then you get to draw an extra card, which isn't too bad either. Double Lance, Double Forbidden Lance, is really good. I was tossing back and forth between Chalice as well. Chalice in this format is really good, but Lance, I feel like the whole... It's... What's the word I'm looking for? It's very versatile with all the new, or not all the new, but like all the different spells and trap cards that are out right now. It's very versatile, and that's why I really like it. And then I don't play many traps. Got double Mirror Force, which is obviously what it's at. Also have the power traps right here. Got Compulse, Torrential, Bottomless, and Warning. The 4 power traps right there obviously get around a lot of things. Torrential for like the Heradic E-Dragons. Compulse for games when I'm playing against, say, you know, Constellar. Bottomless if I'm playing for games against, you know, like Constellar or the Heradic E-Drags. And then Warning, obviously, just for everything. So that's the main deck, which is really sweet. Ooh, knocking there on the camera. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm just destroying things. So that's the normal deck, or the main deck, I apologize. Let me know what you think about that. And then on to the extra deck, which is not done. It's almost complete. I'm only missing a couple of things. Right now we've got... Oh no, where'd it go? Where is it? Ah, there it is. One of my cards I wanted to try and get away. This is my extra deck right now. So right now we've got double rank 4 Artorias, King of Noble Knights. He's the one that says detach 1 and pop the back row as equal or up to the amount of Noble Arms equipped spell cards that you control, which is amazing. I basically get to go Harpies on steroids right there. So you equip 3, pop 3 if you would like, or if your opponent only has 2, you can pop 2. Your opponent only has 1, you can pop 1. It is up to you. That's him. And then there's also the rank 5 Artorigus. He is the detach 1 XYZ material, and you can destroy a monster on the field. And when he is destroyed, you can special summon 1 Noble Knight level 4 monster from your grave, which is amazing. So basically you can go, he gets destroyed, if he's the last monster destroyed, special summon Madrot from grave, assuming he's in there, and equip, and just get a whole engine rolling. It is insane. 1 Lavalval chain, that's all you really need, especially if you go turn 1 Lavalval chain. It's just really good, especially to dunk stuff in there. If you're playing the Synchro mainly, he's really good with Lady of the Lake. Tossing the idea of taking this guy in and out. We've got a Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger for when I have the rank 5 and I don't want to use the rank 5 anymore. We also have Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis, and we also have Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon. They're both really good. I haven't had to use them yet because usually when I go into the rank 5 Noble Knight Ixies, my opponent just says GG and leaves. Because there's not much they can do, especially if I get my main setup with all of my equip spells. It's just too much power. Then we also have Comics Hero King Arthur, only playing 1 of. He's really good, especially for a burn, because it's detach 1, I'm sorry, when he's going to be destroyed by battle, detach 1 XYZ material from him, and then he gains 500 attack on his own, and then inflict 500 damage to your opponent. And then on top of that, he's a warrior, and your Noble Arms equipped spell cards can actually attach to him, which just makes him insane. Then you also have cards like, well, right now I'm using Utopia. Again, I'm limited on some of the stuff I have right now. If you want to either donate or trade, that would be lovely. Right now, Utopia, for a nice stall if I need. Star Leash Paladynamo, again, for, taking down things like, Draco Sack if I need, if I can manage to get around him. Then we got number 61 Volcasaurus as another rank 5. Again, never really had to use him. Had to use Gaga Cowboy once per game, and it helped a lot. I felt terrible, but it helped a lot. So Cowboy's good. These are a lot of the basic staples. And you have Maestroke. And then on top of that, you have Allied Justice Cataster, which is another level 5 Synchro, which is good with Lady of the Lake. And then here we go. One of my personal favorites, Ignoble Knight of High Launcelin. He's really good. As the Synchro, he's just insane because when he's special summoned, or Synchro summoned, I apologize, you take 1 Noble Knight monster or Noble Arms equipped spell card from your deck and equip it to him. At the end of the battle phase, if he destroys a monster by battle, you can take another Noble Arms or Noble Knight monster from your deck and add it to your hand. So if for some reason you have no engine rolling, but you have, say, Lady of the Lake and the normal monster, or you can just manage to get that combo off, he just becomes really good. And he's just, too good. So that's the extra deck, and that's the main deck. Those are my Noble Knights. Probably the best deck of the format, or one of the best decks of the format right now, in my personal opinion. I really love them. They're really hard to get around, and they're just absolutely amazing. My side deck is still in works. I'm missing a few things like DNA surgeries and whatnot to make everything a warrior, just in case fossil dinos. So again, if you want to donate or if you want to trade, just let me know. But that's my Noble Knights, guys. Let me know what you think. Like our Facebook page as well, because again, we have an awesome contest coming up. And then I'm also going to think of more stuff too. Again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is making its comeback for me, and I'm going to see if I can do some cool Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff with you guys. So this is the Joe from ShaolinProductionz, signing out. Leave your comments, give me some ideas, and I'll see you next time, and stay tuned. Later, guys!